Hi, what's up? It's Caroline. I hope everyone is doing well today. I got a really wonderful question from someone, and they had asked that I make a video about it. I'm going to preface and caution this by saying that I'm not going to be mentioning any numbers or sizes, but it is about weight in general, which is not something I tend to talk about or address so specifically in these videos. So I just want to make people aware of that, and I will be sharing personal experience. So I hope this is helpful for the person that had asked me the question and for other people as well. So basically the question was that this person has been in recovery for several months now, and they said that weight is still definitely an issue. And they noticed that if they not control but regulate their portions, they will gradually lose weight, and it's working out to be a longer and more regular process than they would have liked. They asked, long story short, is this something you experienced and got through successfully? I know that's and then they said, I know it's a vain question, but I guess it's just where I'm at right now. So here's what I want to address to that. I feel like in terms of losing weight, if there is a health concern from a doctor, that's one thing. If there isn't, and that's not an issue, then there's no reason to lose weight. You know what I mean? So I don't know how to exactly address this without. I don't want to promote anyone to be concerned with weight loss, because I don't want to promote anyone to judge their body in that way. But what I will address is that when there is weight that on a health tip from a doctor, or it may be excessive or may be something that is not particularly healthy for the person's most healthful body space, you just learn to deal with the gradual pace at which healthy body shifting happens. For me personally, I guess the best way for me to answer this is by sharing my own personal story, so I hope this is helpful. Again, I'm very conscious of not wanting to promote anyone to lose weight or want to lose weight or judge their body if that's not what is most conducive and healthful to their recovery. So my personal story is that when I began having an eating disorder when I was 11, I lost a lot of weight, and I was at a very unhealthy weight for my body size and type and shape. And that was through, I was anorexic at the time, and then when I shifted from anorexia to compulsive eating, I gained a lot of weight, and then when I was bulimic, I gained a lot of weight. So in high school, I was overweight, and it took very many years to let go of that excess weight. I mean, that weight was unhealthy. It was, on doctor charts and whatever, in terms of how I felt about my body, it was unhealthy. But it has taken years to gradually let go of that weight. And so how do I cope with that? I just do, because I would much rather slowly let go of the excessive weight that may not have been perfect for my body, and may not needed to have been there. I'd rather that happen gradually than have an eating disorder or do anything that was harmful to my body. So yes, the answer is I have experienced something like this, and have I worked through it successfully? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like even though I spent many years in a body weight I was not happy with, I do feel like whatever weight loss occurred that was healthy, and through just eating normally and exercising, doing yoga normally and healthfully, has been long-lasting and feels authentic and real. There's something empowering when you healthfully understand your body and let your body guide you. My body has guided me through the process of letting go of that excess weight. It wasn't my brain guiding my body, if that makes sense. My body, I feel like a lot of what happens with eating disorders is your body stops being in control, your brain takes over, which is why it's called a mental illness, right? It's a mental health issue. Nobody calls an eating disorder a body health issue or a physical health issue. We call it a mental health issue because your mind takes over from your body. When your body takes over from your mind and starts dictating what goes on, what food it wants, when it wants to stop having that food, when it's full, when it's hungry, when your body takes control of that, it's so much more empowering. And if that means, necessary weight loss takes, and I mean for real necessary weight loss, not the weight loss we tell ourselves is necessary. I mean the actual weight loss that the body has to have happen, or weight gain, because often your body has to gain weight to be at its most healthful space. When those things happen and your body is in control, that's when recovery is happening. That's what I feel. You know what I mean? Like I listen to my body now. Like when my body, if it took my body several years to get rid of a certain amount of weight, that means my body had to go through that process on its own. It had a learning experience to have happen. The way it had to negotiate space in the world, that had to be the size of my body at that moment. That had to be the way my thigh was in order for it to feel and touch and sit in a chair. Do you know what I mean? So the way I've coped and worked through those feelings successfully is by knowing that to trust my body. That's the best answer I can give, is to trust my body and know that it knows what it's doing, and my body is brilliant and amazing, and that it belongs in the driver's seat for this one. That my brain is for my brain. My brain is to do things with my mind and to write and to think about things. My brain is not about dictating what happens with my body. And learning that the mind, body, and the spirit all work together, is a whole other separate thing. But I guess whatever challenges, I've had to overcome with my body, I overcome them when I surrender and let my body teach me. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. And any other questions people have on this, please feel free to ask. Thanks.